Today we're going to do a video where we just talk. Normally...
I think that's usually our videos. We talk in most any of them.
That's true. But normally we have kind of a format. Today, don't have any... As Survivor, Jeff Probst would say, I don't have anything for you. So we're just going to give you some updates, some things we're going to do coming up, and also the cats are making noise. I don't know if you can hear them or not.
They're all up here on the stairs.
So, oh, there you go. Anyway, we're just going to talk. Let's go check it out. So now that I'm going to say summer's officially here because you're done with school.
Yes. Yep.
Finally.
Officially done with school.
Just as you're done with school, I am starting 10-hour days.
Have fun with that one.
Actually, I've been doing 12-hour days the past couple days, so it's been a little crazy.
It's busy season here.
Busy season, and I want to say while it's on my mind, sorry there were so many Epic videos in a row. However, when you go to Epic in one day, you have to try to get as many videos as you can. So we were able to have a full day at Epic Universe. We were able to eat at a couple places, stay at the new hotel. And I'm glad we did because the time we went was perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately for others.
It doesn't seem like it's going too well. There are long wait times and things like that. I feel very blessed to have gone when we went. I know for some of the viewers, they're not really into the theme park stuff.
Right.
But we always try to be helpful in everything we do. So some people that may be searching for what it's like, hopefully that was a helpful little video for them.
We have kind of a broad audience too.
Yeah. Food was, everybody's going to talk about the price. Theme park, Florida, Orlando area.
Brand new theme park.
It's going to be pricey.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is.
Kind of know that going into it, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went, but I know there was like consecutive. We don't like to try to do so many theme park ones in a row, but we just kind of had to.
Gotta make do.
Yep. So there's that. Now that summer's here, I will say we do have some summer trips coming up. Actually, several. It's going to be a very busy summer.
Yeah, it'll fly by.
To start it off, we are going back to Washington, D.C. Excited about that one. Last year when we went, really loved it.
Yeah, despite the weather, it was still a very good trip.
Yeah.
And we still have plenty to go back and see, so I'm excited to see some new things.
Yeah, we're going to do mostly new stuff. We'll have a few more restaurant reviews. Actually, some of those restaurant reviews did really well with people who are maybe going to the DC area or who live there and are just commenting, but those did well. After that, we have a shorter trip to Nebraska.
Yep.
Actually, let's back it up a little bit. We have a single day trip.
Like a staycation kind of thing.
For your birthday.
Yep.
Also, your birthday and our anniversary. Near each other.
10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary, yep. So just a little single getaway there. I will say, so we're actually going to go horseback riding.
Yeah, Alex surprised me.
Yeah, and we don't really keep secrets very well, so the secret is out. But the only downfall is they don't let you record any during the horseback riding, so we're just going to turn off the camera and enjoy it.
Well, I'll enjoy it. I don't know about Alex.
I don't know. We'll see.
You've had some kind of wild experiences with...
Just really one. I don't know why horses scare me, but they do. Maybe because they're just huge
They're to
creatures.
be respected.
Yeah. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we're going through Disney. So at Fort Wilderness, they have their ranch. And in our video when we stayed at the cabin, we saw all the horses and they do horseback riding. We're also going to stay at the new cabins and do a review of the new cabins just to see what it's like and do the whole golf cart thing again. But they do have horseback riding, so that should be interesting to try. Then after that, like the following week, we're going to have a trip to Nebraska to see family.
Yep.
So the hope there is to go to the best zoo, the Omaha Zoo, Henry Doorly Zoo, do a video there, and then have some other things planned. And then a week or two after that, we're heading back out to the state of Washington.
Yep.
I know there's several people who either go to Washington a lot or live and have given us great suggestions. We're going to be near the Seattle area, north of that. So,
well, yeah, we'll be in the most northwestern corner.
Yeah, that you can be.
Washington.
So,
but that's with family, so we kind of just go along for the ride and film what we can there.
But if you have any suggestions, send them our way, just because always good to know. Mm-hmm. And then as of now, that kind of ends the summer. So there's going to be a lot. Now within all those trips, prior to, we're going to have videos filmed. After, we're going to have videos filmed. Got to get back on the restaurant train, because obviously those are everybody's favorite. Yeah. So we're going to try to find some unique places, kind of like that Aunt Catfish's. Mm-hmm. That was a pretty unique place. I know
there's some new restaurants opening or that have opened that we want to try too.
Yeah. I know others have suggested, what is that, Gio's Deli or whatever near the Villages? Multiple suggestions on that one. So that one we'll go to.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to start searching for like very unique restaurants. Now we do call some videos survival videos, and that's like this week with posting epic.
This video right now.
This video is a survival video. The reason why there's so many epics in a row, epic universe videos, is because I had a really long work week this week, and we didn't have a chance to go film, so we had all those left over, and didn't have time to go film, so we had to just use what we had.
We would post them anyway, so
yeah.
Sometimes it's just got to go with what we've got.
And the last one we posted, it would have been today's video, might be the longest one we've ever posted. That was near an hour. So,
wow.
But when you spend from 7 a.m. basically
7 a.m.
until 10 p.m., that's a lot of footage to go through.
Yeah.
We did have somebody say they liked it though, so
yeah,
I appreciate that.
We don't often do like the long form ones.
No, it's too much to edit, honestly. It takes forever to edit those.
Yeah.
Do appreciate.
I say like I know. I don't do any of the editing. I just know that it takes you a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. We do appreciate you watching the long ones. I know some people want our videos to be longer, so we try, but there's only so much you can film of a menu when you do restaurant reviews, and I mean, I don't really want like wasted, just random walls and ceilings and unnecessary filming. So we try to make them as long as we can. Really, we try to keep them around 10 to 15 minutes. So if we have a very unique place, it could be up to 20.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
there's a backstory or something like that.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just around the 10 to 15 minute point. I guess let's talk about my dad's doing great. I'm sure there's going to be people saying, why is he riding rides? Why is he doing this? He has a doctor, a heart doctor, and he actually...
A cardiologist.
Oh, yeah. There you go. He actually talked to two, and they both said he's great.
Yeah.
Just maybe not super extreme stuff, but anything else he's fine. So I know I've had some people comment like about what he's eating. We've been over this multiple times. What you see is usually just within a day.
One day of the week.
That's not a typical diet or whatever. He's actually lost weight. But what you see is we try to do most filming. Maybe it's a good time to do a slight Q&A. Do you have your phone on you?
I don't. I can go get it though. I'll go grab it.
All right. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. So while she's pulling that up, it might not be bad to do... we didn't have very many questions for this Q&A, but there are a lot of new subscribers who may not know any of the backstory of like our schedule and things like that. So typically, since we both have full-time jobs, summer for you is better. Summer for me is, I would say, harder. There's a lot going on in the summer for me. So we try to do everything on the weekends, whether that be Saturday all day, Friday night, or Sunday after church. During your work week, we try not to do so much on Sunday because you have to prep for the upcoming work week.
Yeah.
Now that you're free, my Mondays are going to be...
for me. I don't care.
My Mondays are going to be tough, so we're just going to do what we can. And so a lot of the times you might see us wearing the same outfits.
We filmed all in
all in one day. So just know that going into it. as far as the Q&A, we did have a few questions. So let's just read through them and see what happens.
Okay, I'll just start at the top. If money and work were not an issue, where would be your ideal place to live in Florida? Wow.
If money wasn't an issue, Palm Beach.
I was going to say Palm Beach probably. It's beautiful down there.
Now, typically I would say Anna Maria Island.
Yeah.
But what I realized, I guess if you're just, I was going to say Anna Maria Island's not really
If money were not an issue, I would have multiple homes.
Yes, there you go.
Throughout the state, throughout the country, throughout the world. But yeah, if it were just one, I would probably, right now, Palm Beach. That may change though, just depending.
You got to have a lot of money to be down there. So if money is not an issue, count me in. That water's beautiful.
Sometimes I say that, but then sometimes I just want like a house on a bunch of land.
So Central Florida.
Yeah, I was going to say, so that's not really Palm Beach. I guess maybe.
Yeah,
but
no, that's a great question though. It's fun to dream. I know at work, we always dream like, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Yeah.
I would like some land too.
Yeah, that's what it always boils down to for me.
At least, if I had a lot of money, it wouldn't matter. But like at least 2 acres. At least. No, I mean, I would like a lot more than that, like 50, 100. Just like all by ourselves. But if I could put a minimum on it, 2 acres.
Yeah. I feel like that's attainable at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see. Have either one of you or your parents ate at Lambert's?
Oh, yeah. I even thought of that earlier when I said if we get a unique video.
Yeah. That's one of those restaurants.
Yeah, that would be a fun 20-minute one.
I've only eaten at the one in Ozark.
Me too. Yep.
Not the one in Sykeston.
Nope.
I think there's one more too.
There's one actually south, like
Is
closer to us than Missouri. But
so Lambert's is home of the throwed rolls.
Yep.
And it's I would say like kind of like
Southern cooking.
Yeah, like Cracker Barrel kind of food.
Yeah.
But they walk around with like a big thing of fried okra and just lay down a paper towel and pour a bunch on your table for everyone to eat. The food is usually all you can eat.
Yeah, per 2012 in Ozark, Missouri, and prior to that.
Oh.
Yeah, so going all that's like one of the last times.
2017.
Oh, is that the last time we did?
I graduated high school in 2012.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
It
2017.
would have been like 2017 because you graduated from college and we all went.
15 was when I graduated.
My dad's side of the family has eaten there from Nebraska.
Yep.
My mom's side of the family in the Missouri area ate there. Your family's eaten there.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone.
So basically, you could, if you ordered the burger, like the barbecue burger, whenever you eat it, they're like, "You want another burger?" Mm-hmm. And usually their burgers are still like this big, so you can't do it. But rolls are fun. They just launch them at you. Mm-hmm. I collect stress balls, squish balls, just from different events. And I have a Lambert's one. It's pretty cool. So had I known we were talking about it, I could say here.
What about drinks?
Oh. So there's not many places you can get milk and get a refill on milk. There's also not many places that serve milk
in a like 40 ounce.
I think it was a 32. Is it?
Milk. Obnoxiously.
I think it's
large
32 ounces
of milk.
And we drank. My dad and I drank 2 of them, so 64 ounces of milk. We were not feeling too well afterwards, and I don't think I'll ever do that again. But we can say we got a refill on milk. So
yeah,
great spot.
I think my dad, is that where my dad had like 2 huge steaks or something like that?
Yeah.
It's just
a lot.
You've seen how I eat. I don't get my money's worth there. Next question. How is your dad doing or feeling? Yes, we addressed that.
Oh, and thanks. They said, watch your show every morning with my coffee.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Sweet.
Dad's doing great, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the prayers and everybody asking about him.
Mm-hmm. Favorite YouTube channels? Who do y'all follow?
So this is going to be...
That's more you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't
So Timber's not a huge fan of YouTube. Well, not that you're not a fan, but YouTube's not your bag. Like, you don't do much with YouTube. You don't just watch YouTube.
I do more like podcasts.
Yeah. I prefer to watch rather than listen.
My favorite podcast is on YouTube.
But you just...
but I usually just listen.
Listen to it, yeah. And
it's
so
the toast, I know someone will ask.
That's probably, though, like, you would probably rather read than watch a movie. I would rather watch a movie than read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's accurate. But what's your favorite YouTube channels?
I also realize that a lot of times I say than, but it sounds like then.
He has trouble with vowels.
But growing up, this is more towards my mom. She was a teacher, so I would always say then, and she'll probably say, yeah, you always got them confused, then and then. So now I say than, but then unless I really say like than, like that, it always sounds like then. When I'm editing, I'm like, it sounds like then. So just know that I'm saying it correctly. It just may not sound right. So anyway, it's than. Then.
Okay. Who do you all follow?
So backstory on YouTube, why we got started. When we were in Missouri, I've always wanted to live in Florida. When we were in Missouri, I often watched YouTube just to watch people going around the parks, things to do in Florida. And I actually started watching YouTube and got into Tim and Jen Tracker, and watched them for a long time. That was back when they would go do a bunch of stuff, like just watch or just go around all of Florida, unique places. Now they're more into the home vlogs, which more power to them. I'm nothing against that. And now that we live here, I don't really watch them a whole lot anymore just because of that. Like, they do their home stuff, which is cool. But now that we're Central Florida, I don't really pay much attention to that one anymore, unless it's like Epic Universe and their media, so they get to go there first. But really, the one that I consistently watch probably the most out of anybody is Adam the Woo. I've mentioned it before. We've actually seen the trackers. We've seen Adam the Woo, but
we've never interacted.
I didn't really feel like going up and bothering them. They're doing their thing, so we just happened to pass by. We were at Animal Kingdom Lodge one time, walked by him going up the stairs. I thought it would have been cool if they're like, hey, you guys do the food reviews. I thought that would have been kind of cool. Like,
I don't know who we are.
Yeah, no, they don't know who we are. But I always thought it'd be cool to get like Adam on here and just do a food review with him, just for the heck of it. But unless it just so happens that we somehow meet, I mean, it is what it is. But I watch him. I like all his randomness, where he, he lives in Celebration, so goes through Celebration. Or
I think, and I don't really watch. I'll catch glimpses whenever you're watching it or something like that. I do like Adam the Woo, and the fact that it seems like he's very authentic.
Yeah, he's
not like gonna put on a show or anything like that.
He doesn't really usually side with like the media side of things. Not that that's bad to do, but he's kind of like us, where it's like, subscribe, don't subscribe, just I'm doing my thing. I've been doing it for a while, so it is what it is, and I like that. And then I don't watch him a whole lot, but I do, because he has some good content too. But Tampa J, and typically what you see is with the trackers, Adam Lou, Tampa J, that whole mesh of people, you get the same people watching all of them. So all great content creators, they all have their style, and I appreciate people who do it now that I fully do it. But typically, I guess I would say my number one is Adam the Woo. I just like all his stuff, and then he goes and travels other places, and I just like when he goes to the unique places in Florida too. So
Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, Bryson DeChambeau.
We watch those.
Yep.
A lot. Those are good.
Yep. His little golf ones. Oh, Dude Perfect. Duh.
Oh yeah, which we have met them.
I did meet. We both did. Yep. We met Dude Perfect, and I was their oldest fan. So there's that. There's a bunch of little kids,
I
asked for a job. I said, "Do you got any job openings or what?" So Bryson DeChambeau is the golfer. He's really fun to watch too. So
yeah. Okay. Go to Disney meals. What's stinking good yet good value? Love the fish and chip stand in Epcot. That's a good one. I like Columbia Harbor House. That's just kind of like a easy go-to.
Yeah.
Reliable one.
Yep.
That's probably my pick.
Yeah, that's a good go-to, especially at Magic Kingdom. Go to Disney meals. So again, with the Disney, it's way too expensive, and again, theme park. So if I'm just thinking a good go-to meal, going down the list of my mind here, trying to think everything.
Tony's.
Why are you just doing Magic Kingdom?
Well, that's all that's coming to my mind right now.
I'm really thinking of like Disney Springs, so a good go-to.
Gosh, I wasn't even thinking of
Disney Springs.
Earl Sandwich.
Earl Sandwich is good, but I feel like they're really wanting like the bake shop or whatever we went to recently.
Oh yeah, that's special occasion.
That's gonna always
not
be
good
a good
value,
meal.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, By the way, we're still working on our website, thealtemlife.com, but my goal is to have all things, theme park, cities, everything like that, list items out, and then have the video that we filmed linked to that list. So if we're probably forgetting something, but if you're looking for restaurants and stuff, we have that on our website under Disney Parks. What, you going?
50's Primetime Cafe? Is that the one where they like make you eat your green beans and stuff? I felt like that was good. Yeah. Like a good, just normal
sci-fi dine-in. I'm always a fan of that.
Yeah, it's kind of
the food's gone down though, unfortunately. Yeah. The experience is great. Food has gone down. That's a good question. I
think Disney's kind of losing its luster in my eyes. But
I used to do Rose and Crown. That was great. That was our go-to all the time. But it's really gone downhill. I guess you could say a meal that's always been good, but as pricey as the Garden Grill.
Yeah.
So, sorry that wasn't
like the reliable ones, I guess.
Sorry that wasn't the best of answers, but that's a loaded question there because there's a lot of restaurants. I'd have to go through the ones. Yeah. But you do like Haleo.
Yeah, but that's not like. I don't feel like that's stinking good and good value. I feel like you pay more for that experience. Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so your Columbia Harbor House.
It's not great, but it's okay, and it's an okay price.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of tough. Never been to... which Disney water park is better? I forget you guys can't see this. We've never been to either of the water parks.
Yeah, no.
Not a big... I was a lifeguard for years, and so I just kind of don't really care to go swimming or anything
Maybe
like that.
sometime we will, just sometime. I don't know when, but...
Yeah.
Random thought before we go to the next one. I've also contemplated about doing a live show on YouTube. I don't know about it yet. I know a lot of people do it. I know the trackers do it.
What are you talking? Just like this?
Yeah, but you can like look at the screen, and so people will type in questions, and you talk about the questions.
Yeah.
So
if we knew enough people, I don't want to sit there and it just
like
crickets.
4 people, 4 people, and you're like, "What's your question there?"
Screen.
But they do that as just kind of interaction. I don't know much about it. I don't even know if we have a setup for it, but I do know like the trackers have like a screen over here that they're able to read, and they do one
like
every
a computer, right, or something like that.
It's like a screen and then your camera, and then there's a lot going on there. But we
just got the mics. Like let's take it one step at a time.
True.
Pete.
Trivia Pete. Hey, Shout out to Eden Abbey. Trivia Pete. If you've never been out to Trivia Night, Wednesdays
He's our number one fan.
Wednesdays at
6 o'clock, I think. But yeah, just check Facebook. Just check Facebook.
But shout out to Eden Abbey. He left us some questions here.
What is each of your favorite Disney park? Sorry, Timber, you can give a top 3.
Because you can't.
There's only 4 parks. I can give my favorite. My favorite is going to be...
No, you can't. I'll give my favorite while you're thinking.
Go ahead.
So it's going to typically go towards Epcot every time.
That's mine.
Now, Magic Kingdom, love-hate relationship. I love it when I get there. I hate it at the end of the day because it's always so crowded and it just sometimes can be too much.
And the transportation in and out of the park really is, I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to get to your car, but you have to wait for that ferry
Yep. So I would typically say Epcot.
Yeah.
Hollywood's kind of hit sometimes, miss sometimes because there's still not a lot to do there. Mm-hmm. Now, Animal Kingdom, a lot of people don't like, but I do enjoy seeing the animals and walking around.
Might be my second favorite.
Yeah, it's good.
But I like Epcot because you can just walk around. There's plenty to see, good rides, and they always have the festivals.
Yeah.
So that's a winner. What do you miss most about when you didn't live in Florida?
Ooh, I guess maybe just being closer to family. Yep. Yeah. And Mexican Villa, if I'm being honest.
It's a close second.
Yeah. The family, for sure, because it's very hard to try like, it's always hard to try to get one place.
Well, and everyone's busy and grown and
Yeah. Don't miss the weather. Don't miss having nothing to do. But I do miss Mexican Villa.
I liked how close you were, though, to like other parts of the country too.
Yeah, you could
But yeah, that's about it. What do you like most about living in Florida?
It said most. I was getting ready to do this. Go ahead. I would probably say the amount of things to do. So to to piggyback with that, I like the weather. I hate cold weather, and the fact that it doesn't really get super cold here is great. Now, on the flip side, it does get hot. It's been hot recently, but in Missouri, and we looked at this last year, in certain days in the summer, Missouri's temperature is hotter than it is here. Everybody's going to say, oh, your humidity. It's
Hot's
still
hot.
hotter.
Hot is hot.
And like several degrees hotter in Missouri. I remember going out in the summer, the grass is dead and it's just a scorcher. So I do enjoy the weather here. We're actually getting into rainy season, which makes it nice. I do not like hurricanes, but in Missouri, there's tornadoes, and you're always going to have your scary weather. But I do like being on a beach and a beach. Like either way, you get to a beach.
Yeah.
So just a few things.
Yeah,
and the parks.
lots of stuff to do.
Parks. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably the best thing. Can you see the space launches from your house? And have you watched any?
We usually like forget though, unfortunately, or we're traveling.
Yeah, it's really just like if we catch it by happenstance. So even at school, I can see them. And so sometimes we'll see them outside like my classroom window or out at recess, and we'll be like, oh my gosh.
But we did see the one that failed. With that satellite that was going up, we were in downtown Mount Dora and saw it.
We saw the one that had the guy on it that you knew.
Yeah.
But we were over in Citrus County when that happened.
Oh yeah,
you remember that one I'm talking about? So we've seen a couple, but we haven't been to the actual Space Coast to watch a launch. That we do want to do that sometime.
We definitely
that
want
would be
to.
Cool. How many states have you visited now, and what's next? I remember you mentioning New York City.
We have a map. It's currently at my work, but in the map we have has pins with everywhere we've been. I couldn't tell you how many states we've been to. We've been to a lot.
We've been to Washington State.
Together, or is this?
Just together. Yeah, we'll just do together.
Okay.
Washington State, yes. Well, no, we can.
It's a lot.
It's okay.
Maybe we'll make a Facebook post.
Yeah, it's okay. We got it. We've been to Washington State, California, Nevada. You've been to like Arizona.
I mean, you can just go all
Texas.
southern states like Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Minnesota, Ohio. I've been to Ohio. That's where I hit my head on. There was a little. We were there right there by the football stadium. There was a little maze, and I couldn't get out, so I crawled underneath, smacked my head.
Colorado.
Massachusetts, we just went to.
Yep. Colorado.
Washington, D.C., which really isn't a state, but still counted.
Virginia. North Carolina, we've been to.
Yep. I've been to a lot when we drove.
Wisconsin, technically.
Not with you, but by myself. It was like Arizona, New Mexico, all that path. Maybe we should say where we haven't been. I've never been to Utah, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Idaho, New York, New Jersey, Maryland,
Rhode Island,
Maine.
Yeah, there's just like a few like hit or miss
Hawaii,
ones.
Alaska.
Oh well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make a post and post it on there. I've lived in a bunch of states. You only ever lived in
Missouri.
Well, Florida now. And I think that's all of the questions. There's a couple suggestions on here. We'll add those to our list. But
yeah, so a little quick Q&A with the whole talking video. Well, I think we'll probably wrap it up then. It's longer than I thought it would be, but it's survival, and we started talking, going. Keep sending us suggestions of places to eat. I will say, if you could though, any suggestion you do have, type the Altem Life after it on YouTube, and you will know if we have done that suggestion. Because there has been multiple times where, hey, can you do this one? Can you do this one? And we have done it. So
like search it first.
Yes, just go on YouTube, type, I don't know, say Eden Abbey, the Altem Life, and it should pop up with us. So you would know that we did that one. But give us the unique stuff, and we just are going to be going around still doing
or like just like fun things to do, not necessarily.
I was going to say, so a lot of people think we just do restaurants, but we do a wide variety. We do have to eat.
Sometimes we get kind of tired of just doing restaurant.
Yeah, we do have to eat though, so that you're going to always get some of those, but we do other stuff, and let us know what your interest is, because I know theme park, when you look at the stats, they do not do near what a restaurant review does, But our channel is not based on just restaurants. I want it to be a variety of things to do in Florida. So let us know what you like to watch, because there are some people that won't even click on a video if it says a theme park. So, which is fine. I mean, I'm not out here to be like, yeah, click on it and watch it. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. Right. But just let us know your creative ideas.
Okay.
I think we're good. Thank you again for everybody watching, everybody subscribing. With that being said, that does it for tonight. Thanks for watching.